page 55, number 5. Place the following set of measures in order from least to greatest. So we've got 2 kilograms, we've got 3 pounds, 651 grams, and 0.05 or 5/100ths of a ton. Okay, so we need to get the same unit of measure. So I've got kilograms here, grams here. I'm going to turn them all into grams. Okay, so this one can stay as 651 grams. So let's start by turning 2 kilograms into grams. So I know for every 1 kilogram, that's 1,000 grams. Kilo means 1,000. So if 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, and we want to know for 2 kilograms, well, that's going to be times 2 times 2, 2,000 grams. Okay, so you probably didn't need to write that down. You probably could have done that in your head. 2,000 grams. Okay, 3 pounds. Well, 1 pound is 453.6 grams. So let me write that down. 1 pound. Let's go ahead and change color here. 1 pound for every 453.6 grams. And I'm looking for 3. No, I'm sorry. My pounds are on top. I better have my pounds on top on the other side. So let's see. I've got 3, looking for 3 pounds. Pounds on top, pounds on top. So 1 times 3 is 3. So 453.6 times 3. 456. Sorry. 453.6 times 3 equals 1,360.8. 1,1360.8 grams. So that's going to be 3 pounds. So I'm going to go up above 3 pounds and I'm going to write my number of grams, 1,360.8. Okay, that's 3 pounds in grams. Alright, this one we can leave alone. That's 651 grams. Alright, 0.05 tons or 5/100ths of a ton. Okay, we're going to have to do 2 conversions here. First turn it to kilograms and then turn it into grams. So I know for 1 ton, I've got 907.2 kilograms, and I'm looking for 0.05 tons. Okay, anything times itself, anything times 1 equals itself, right? So times 0.05 times 1 is 0.05. So what I do to the top, I've got to do to the bottom. My scale factor here is 5/100ths. So let's use a calculator. I got 907.2 times 0.05, and that's going to be 45.36 kilograms. 45.36 kilograms. Okay, so now I've got to turn it into grams. So I know for every 1 kilogram, I've got 1,000 grams, and I'm looking for 45.36 kilograms. Well, 1 times 45.36 equals 45.36. That's my scale factor. That's my factor of change. So I do the bottom, I got to do the top. So 1,000 times 45.36. Now you probably know this already. When you multiply times 10, you move the decimal once. You multiply times 100, you move the decimal twice. You multiply times 1,000, you move the decimal 3 times. So this 45.36, the decimal is going to go from right here to 1, 2, 3 times, 1 time for every 0, and that's how many grams I've got. 45,360 grams. That's 0.05 tons. So from least to greatest, now we've got the same unit. We can easily list these from least to greatest. The smallest one, let's use green, would be 651 grams. That would be the first one on the list. The next smallest would be 3 pounds. That would be number 2. The third smallest, or second biggest, would be 2 kilograms, or 2,000 grams. And the largest would be 5/100ths of a ton, or 45,360 grams. Okay, moving on to number 6. Fernando is 6¼ feet tall. If 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters, or 2 54 of a centimeter, what is Fernando's height in centimeters? So first we gotta turn 6¼ feet into inches. Blank inches. Okay, well 6 feet will be 6 times 12, 72 inches. And then 1/4 foot, 1/4 foot, well foot's 12 inches, so times 3 times 3, 1/4 foot would be 3 inches. So 72 inches plus 3 inches will give us 75 inches. Okay, we also could have done 6.25, 6¼ times 12. That also would have given us 75. Okay, so he's 75 inches tall. Let's change color here. So 75 inches tall. So I know for every 1 inch, that's 2.54 centimeters. And I'm looking for 75 inches. Okay, and I want to know how many centimeters is he going to be. Well, 1 times 75 is 75. That's my scale factor. So what I do to the top, I've got to do to the bottom. So 2.54 times 75 should give me my solution. 2.54 times 75, and that's going to be 190.5, or 190.5 centimeters. That's how tall Fernando is in centimeters.